Hello, this is Sean Cranish, the EMF Explorer from electrohealth.com, and I am measuring some RF or radio frequency radiation in my home. I have here the acoustometer. Now normally I use the HF35C, but in this case the acoustometer turned out to be just a little more handy. So most of the time it's the HF35C. This time we'll use the acoustometer. So I was in my home and I was hearing a rubber band kind of a vibrating sound on the acoustometer. Kind of going, it was faint in most areas, but it was there, background. I assumed it was coming from outside of the house. You can hear it now. Oh, there's some radio coming in there as well. I actually hear some music. You hear about every 2 to 3 seconds you hear that sound come through. So I made the false assumption that it was coming from outside of the house, but I actually found it to be coming from a source inside. When I went into my kitchen, as you can see, it becomes louder. The numbers go up. The LEDs turn into yellow or orange from green. And what could it be? Well, I determined it was our new Samsung refrigerator. You can see right there. Very loud, very clear. If we open it up, quite loud. So, knowing this and knowing that nothing else in my kitchen produces RF, or in my house for that matter, produces RF, I figured it was the refrigerator, and the way to verify that is to shut the power off on the refrigerator. So I went downstairs and just flipped the circuit breaker. But here to demonstrate to you what that does, I'm using a little wireless remote control. So I hooked this up to the refrigerator so I could turn the power on and off for you in the video. This unit we sell on our website. It comes with a little handheld transmitter. Now this does use radio frequency, but it's only for an instant, and it's not too often that maybe you use it once a day or something like that, so it's not too big of a deal. You'll actually notice when I hit the button here, it's going to spike up and probably get pretty loud the moment I hit the button. So the refrigerator is on right now. You can tell because the light on the front is on, and we're getting microwave or microwave radiation. So I'm going to turn it off, turn the refrigerator off. Okay. So now you can see the lights have gone off here. And look what else happened. Everything got quiet. No more lights showing here. Very low background radio frequency radiation. I live in a pretty good area. So let's see it again. I'll even back up so you can see the refrigerator turn on. I'm going to turn it back on. You'll see the acoustometer pick up the momentary transmission from the wireless on-off power switch. And there we go. You can see the refrigerator is coming online. Ice maker is turning on. So far so good. No radiation yet. It's probably still booting. Oh, look at that. Great. So now my smart refrigerator, which is not so smart because it's producing radiation, radio frequency radiation. For some reason, Samsung feels that my refrigerator needs to be able to communicate with a wireless router and a smart meter, and that I need to control it with a smartphone. I don't feel that way, and when I bought this thing, it definitely was not advertised. You have to dig into the manual, deep into the 100-page instruction manual, to see any mention of this. And the next thing I will do is disable it. Not on this video, but perhaps on another video. But before I disabled it, I wanted to show you what it's like to pick up RF from an appliance. So you do want to get up right close to the appliance with either the HF35C or the acoustometer. And if you have something like this, it may seem like a low level, but it's so frequent, and it doesn't take much for a sensitive person. I'm pretty sensitive, my wife is pretty sensitive. It doesn't take much to affect the health, so we really want to eliminate completely any radiation in the home. And on that note, I think I will just shut this back off. There you go, the refrigerator's off, the radiation stops. What is that? That's a little smart chip, a little smart device in these new smart appliances. Well, everything else in the kitchen is fine. Pick up a little radio station there. So, this is why it's so handy. You can never be too certain. You always want to check appliances, especially when you buy a new appliance. Check it with a good RF meter, because you just never know if that is in there. They may not mention it in the manual. They may not mention it. They probably won't mention it when you on the promotional material when you buy it. Salesman probably doesn't know anything about it. So you really want to verify with an RF meter that your appliance, your refrigerator, freezer, oven, range, you name it, that it doesn't have one of these smart features that feels the need to broadcast microwave radiation constantly for no reason, even though you're not using it. So that's what an RF meter is for. That's why it's important to check everything out, and by checking everything, finding the problem, you can solve the problem, as I will next, by disabling that chip in the refrigerator here. So there you go. Appliances do transmit. This is Sean from ElectraHealth, the EMF Explorer, electrahealth.com. Go on here to get your acoustometer or HF35C, and we can help you with what to measure as well. Have a great day.